Monica Hart. Spilling the tea. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Monica Hart, host of Afrobeats TV show. So I have a brand new segment coming at you. It is called Spilling the Tea. That's when I get to get down and dirty and dig into the lives of America's biggest celebrities. So now we're going to get into all genres and highlight everybody's wonderful works. So I'm excited today. We have our very first guest, Icewater. Hey, say what's up to everybody watching.
Hello. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Icewater is in the building with Monica, most definitely.
That's what's up. So I personally know you as, my cool, my homeboy, my ace boom boom, whatever you want to call it. But I want all of our viewers to get to know you as well. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm Icewater. Call me Sip.
A.
Pretty multi-talented entrepreneur, business owner, massage therapist. Pretty much just lay back, do music, definitely creative minded. So
Okay.
That's
you wear a lot of hats, my gentleman.
I'm definitely a hat wearer. Yeah.
Okay, it sounds like it. So of all of those many hats, which one is your favorite?
Music.
Okay.
Music.
Absolutely.
I'm very passionate about.
Okay.
So
I like that. So I'm gonna definitely get into your music career, but before we get into that, tell us just a little bit about where you from, where are you from, where did you grow up, all of those kind of things.
I'm originally from Alabama. About 5 years old, I think. My folks moved to Dallas, Texas in 1985.
Okay. Oh, that's before I was born.
Yeah, so I was like 5 when I moved to Dallas.
Okay.
Definitely have a diverse background from my parents, but they met in East Texas. So,
okay.
That's why I'm
over there, the Tyler area.
Well, Wiley, actually.
Wiley, okay.
Wiley, they both went to Wiley College.
Gotcha. Okay.
And my mom was in Texas, my dad from Alabama, so he was like,
there you go.
Come out here.
Snatched on
you gotta come out here. So the family came out here, and we're the only ones that have actually moved to Texas. So my dad came out here original, trying to start his own path. He comes from a big family out the South, out of Alabama.
Okay, so you guys are the only ones here living in the Dallas area.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, did they approve of your music career?
Yeah, they do. I've been through a lot, so now they look at it as a blessing I'm alive. So it's definitely. At first, it was more so, boy, you need to do something to get a good education, get a good job.
Absolutely.
And it was cool because me and my pops always had eye to eye with sports, and even
so y'all had good communication.
Yeah, good communication. So when I didn't do what they want to do, hey, as long as you're productive in it,
Gotcha.
3 things I've always told is you're gonna go to school, you're either gonna do the service, you're gonna get a job.
There you go.
Trade.
There you go. Get a trade.
1, 3, you're just gonna do something. And
right.
I went through some bumps. Then college didn't work out. Went to the service, that didn't work out. Came back to the city, came back to the streets, and I've always did music, so making beats and then singing and stuff was like really part of what I was trying to do in high school.
Okay.
And dealing with friendships and different things like that kind of held me back from doing my music going forward at a younger age.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, it was there, but it wasn't there because I was always being, just do the beats. You just need to make the beats, man.
So how old were you when you started doing beats? And how did you get started? Go ahead. Now I want you to answer both.
Yeah. How did I get started? When did I get started? I got started I want to say 10, 11.
Okay.
10, 11. I was in the choir. And then because in elementary school, you really couldn't play unless it was like maybe like brass.
Right.
Then you could play brass, like trumpet or trombone, and from 5th to 6th grade.
Right.
You learned the flute when they gave you a flute in 3rd grade. You know, that was about it. That's but as I got into junior high, middle school, I wanted to play drums, and they were like, I noticed the connotation back then. I didn't understand it, but Texas is really deep with prejudice. Yeah. Not really trying to encourage Black kids to do. Oh, we already got enough drummers.
Yeah.
And so.
But if that's what I want to do, let me follow my heart.
You feel me? Like, okay,
don't put me on goddamn flute.
Okay.
I don't want to play no flute.
What's 4 drummers to 5 drummers?
Right.
One more drummer, y'all not.
Maybe one drummer might be sick one day.
My whole point, like they really were trying to. But I noticed this even going back up in school out here in Garland. Because my folks moved to Garland from. Our first street actually was North Dallas, was Forest Lane.
Okay. Familiar with the area?
Yeah, Forest Lane was the first street. Then they moved to Garland. Then the Spring Valley. Okay. So people were really teachers. Even when I was younger, I was 3rd grade, dressed up as Ray Charles. And I did a biography in 3rd grade. Okay. And I was like, and teacher that I was with, not saying she was being. Yeah, she was, because my mom ended up writing a letter to school. But before we did the biography, she was like, "Oh, he'll be a good athlete." My mom was like, "Why he gotta be an athlete?" Right. Why?
He could be the president.
He could be a doctor, engineer, anything.
Absolutely.
But why the teacher? Why do you choose to make him just be an athlete?
Right.
So there's a lot of that going on out here, So my folks put me on game, and I learned a lot. So music was around from elementary to middle school, then making beats where I was kind of high school around my friends, and oh man, you go hard on beats. I was 15, 16, 17.
Okay, I gotcha. And so from then, you started doing beats? Is it because you wanted to do that for your friends, or did you just find that you had a love for music and you wanted to develop that talent, or what kind of led you to music production?
Good question. Actually, it was more so just passion at first. Like I could sit there at somebody else's house and just make track after track, and this is on a Triton at the time. Okay. Oh wow, that's the old keyboard. Yeah, it's a Triton. Right. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. I mean, and he did, and I know he didn't have to care as much as I did, because one time the memory card was missing or got pulled out. Oh wow. And I'm like, I'm the one that had most of the beats on there. I had like 200-300 beats compared to everybody else that was making beats on there. And it's mysteriously come up missing. And then the beats disappeared, and I was told, "Oh, we can do it again." I'm like thinking to myself, I knew then some internal That's some internal issues going on. Yeah, internal dissension was going on. Like it was really, I didn't really understand it at first, because I'm like, this is my homeboy. This is right. Friend, homeboy is supposed to be spending my beats. No, you talk jacking for beats. Ain't nothing like jacking. You're making it hard on me because you thinking it's easy because this is your equipment. Gotcha. And I understand. Yeah. And that's what I realized. This ain't the only train that was made. I realized ownership then. That was at 16. Right. At 17. You're right. Because when you have your own shit, can't nobody take it away. Or can't nobody mess it up on accident or on purpose. Or somebody don't like you, go in there and knock the mic back and pull out the cord. This is my shit. There's a lot of extra shit be going on. Yeah. A lot of extra shit. So with my friends, I learned a lot because I was talented. They wanted me to make beats, but I want to rap too. Gotcha. Okay, that was gonna be my next question. I want to rap too. So they were like, they saw us coded beats, but I could rap too. And I could rap better than half of them. Gotcha. So my thing was, I wanted to do both, but then they was like, man, just make beats, just focus on beats. I'm like, oh, because you don't want me to come and kill the mic. No. And now you got some more competition. Yeah, so then I also was able to recruit too. I had a homegirl that could sing and rap. Okay. And I brought her around, but then you was Dr. Dre then back in the day. I realized, her name's Cotton Candy. It was like one of my first, Did you have a lick of a Cotton Candy? Hey, I gotta ask a hard question, y'all. You know, that's when you learn at a young age not to mix business with pleasure.
Amen.
You know? You know, I had to learn that at a young age not to mix business. And not just because of the cotton candy licking part, but also you in bringing. It's like you're bringing this around wolves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're bringing this around wolves. So I was bringing, and she was talented. Mr. Lucci, Mr. Pookie wanted to sign her, and what's so dope about it? They had set it up, and they did. And the people I was dealing with, my homeboys, they didn't even tell her. I had found this out when I got older. I was like, dang, it was a lot of. But I noticed, like I said, from the beats, it always start with the little things.
Absolutely.
So, yes, I learned with her, went through a heart of things with her, and she grew, we grew, and we still friends to this day. I got songs. I've done beats with her too, because it was more than just, as even though we had a relationship or I ended up being a true person that was in her life.
Gotcha.
And it was bigger than just that. So we still have a connection to this day as a friendship. So
hey, cotton candy.
Yeah. She grown now. Now it's Shot Queen. Now it's Shot Queen.
Okay, Shot Queen.
Yeah, now it's Shot Queen. So she grew. We all grew.
Shout out to the queen. I love it. I love it. Okay, so since you do production and I guess you're an artist as well.
Right.
You have had to do, I can imagine that you're able to write a song at the drop of a dime, whatever you have on your brain or what's going on. So do you remember your first song that you wrote and produced?
One of my first songs. Ooh.
Okay, yeah, I'm hitting them hard.
No, it's hard to bring. It's a lot of.
Oh, he got that old cobweb memory. Is that
hit wise.
Yeah, you got to remember your first banger that everybody was jamming to.
I want to say "Hold My Own Weight," 2009. It was on. It's actually still on there too. There's Dat Piff mixtapes.
Okay.
You can pull it up.
And what is the name of the song again?
Hold My Own Weight.
Hold My Own Weight. Okay.
Yeah,
and what is the song about?
About a hustler, about people that don't complain about what they do. They hold their own weight regardless of whatever happens. I hold my own weight.
You gotta get that shit
when I grind and I hold my own weight. You get knocked off the scale, you get back on. You hold your own weight, whether you fall off or you stay on.
I like it.
Just hold your own weight.
It is very, very catchy. And it's going to definitely give you some knowledge because it sounds like you dropping some golden nuggets.
Yeah, hold my own weight because it was reason why I actually resonated with the hood too, because I was getting some bruised thumb gang members. I want to say family members, not gang members, but bruised thumb family members from Oak Cliff. They was
That's my hood. Okay.
Yeah, they was feeling it. I used to go perform this song.
Okay.
And when I saw the hood feeling it, I was like, oh.
Okay, I'm on to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the hood put their stamp of approval on it.
I was really resonating in that lane because I was really coming from I was grinding, working, hustling. I was putting it all together and I was doing it.
Living that life.
I was still floating, still floating about doing it through North Dallas, but I was connecting with everybody through open mics, going out and about, connecting. And it was a cool little movement. I was like, okay, I actually see little progress. I have people come back and tell me this. So this was more than just me just thinking, okay, it's a good song. And
right.
I actually had some good feedback, some actually people jamming to it in the club. I was performing, people that were like, hey, we need to.
And that's been a minute ago. So that means you've been in the game for quite a while.
Yeah, and that's why I said now it was like more so like 2012, that was actually 2011, 2012 when that song was popping off. 2009, I actually did it.
Okay, I gotcha. So now that we know about how you got your start in music back in 2009, why don't you catch us up and tell us about some of your current projects that you have going on?
Okay, all right. Well, current projects that I got going on, the album Torn Soul.
Gotcha. Okay. And then from that one, we got the SWE.
Sleeping with the Enemy.
Sleeping with the Enemy. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so tell us a little bit about the album. What are your favorite songs?
Okay. Album's been in works the last year or two. Tell you the truth, really a little bit longer than that because I do my own productions.
Okay.
And I have to wait on my engineer. So you know how that can be.
Right.
So it's been timing, but at the same time, doing the independent stuff is cool. So Sleeping with the Enemy is the first actual track that
At
I'm
the first
pushing,
single. Okay.
pushing that I'm doing. I'm actually doing
He's doing an interview right now. Call back.
that. I'm actually
Okay, we're gonna send him the voicemail.
Sleeping with the Enemy is the actual first thing I'm pushing towards off this album tour.
Okay.
So it's from a situation I went through. Was it about 8 years ago? Was it 23? Okay, 9 years ago now, almost. Yeah, almost 9 years ago.
Look like 9 is you're looking at, but 2009, 2019?
2014.
Okay, 2014.
Actually, so it's about 8 years, 8.5 years ago.
Gotcha. Okay.
2014. Okay. So it happened. I got when I got shot.
Okay.
And I got shot twice, and it was a situation. I went up to a little get together in McKinney, and my ex's sister called me to invite me up there, and my ex was there with the new dude that she was with, and stuff got out of control. But I was cool with the family. That's why her sister invited me, because I was cool with her sister and her sister husband.
Mm-hmm.
So I was family. I had been around for years.
Gotcha.
So
you was brother-in-law, even though that was broke up.
I was brother-in-law, and they just invited me to his birthday was that week. So he's like, "Bro, you ain't kicked it with me or nothing." I'm like, "Okay,
bring your ass up."
Yeah, so I went up there for after my mother's. It was Mother's Day, 2014. Mother's Day, May 2014. So I went up there, and situation popped off. Got into a little altercation, and ended up getting shot. And about a couple of years later, I guess he got his time. I came back, I lived, survived. He got his time, and what happened was I kept her around as a friend, even though he got locked up. I just stayed cool with her. She was doing my hair, and what came energy one time here recently, it was like 2 years ago, 2021. She was doing my hair. That's the last time I talked to her, and she was doing my hair, and that week, Thursday, she was doing that Friday. I went to the club, came out the club just to get some weed, because everybody was smoking. I went to the homegirls, I go back to the car, go get your weed. I go back to the car, go get my weed. My ex then pulled up and backed up in front of me. She didn't recognize my car. She just, I guess, not even paying attention. She just saw I guess she parking in the parking lot, and the dude that shot me is hanging out with her. I'm like, what?
Okay.
I'm like, hold up, you just was doing my hair Thursday, you hanging with this nigga that tried to kill me?
Right.
I'm like, so it was just crazy how God brought me outside to get some weed to see
you. Yeah, you definitely sleeping with the enemy, because if you cool with somebody who could shoot me, then you're definitely not a friend of mine.
No, facts. That's what I'm saying. Like you hanging with the dude there the enemy. Like I got shot twice. The doctor, to my lucky, I said blessed. He said, well, the bullet hit your muscle and went into you, could have went to your heart. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm thinking to myself, and she went through a lot of stuff with me. And for her to be kicking it with the dude that shot me.
Right. No, I would feel the same way.
After you did 7 years on this, okay.
So that is definitely worthy of writing a song about.
So I saw the situation, and what's so cold about it, I kept my car because I had my pistol in the truck. You know what I'm saying? When I went back to my car, I'm looking for my weed, but then when I saw her car, what's she doing here? And then she didn't see me at the time. I guess she was paying for parking. So I guess they didn't see me at the time. I go back looking for weed. That's when she go into the car. I don't see her. I just see her car, and then I see him standing in front of the door. Well, she don't want to get out the car now because she didn't notice me.
Right.
So that's why. And then I get to looking. I'm like, hold on, that's old boy. So that's when I was like, my heart started skipping and stuff. I'm like, so what happened was I kind of just played it off, act like I was gonna walk back to the club, but I turned back around, walked back to the car, and I popped my trunk, and then she just told him to get in the car and burnt off.
Yeah. So that definitely is, like I said, something that I would want to write a song about, because when you go through traumatic experiences. Definitely a lot of those times it makes for beautiful music and very, very, very good songs.
Well, it comes from my heart.
That's exactly why. Yeah. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but we are glad that you made it. We're glad that you still here.
It's about celebration.
Yes, absolutely.
I did Torn Soul, but it's torn because I went through so much pain, but I'm also going through so much, I feel validated through me leaving people alone, cutting off energy, cutting off people. I'm Torn Soul, but I mean,
got a whole new way of life.
Yeah, there we go. Like I went from here to here real quick off of, leaving people alone. And okay, I went through my situation, but as soon as I came back from there and realized what was what, and it's like you let crazy people go, negative energy go, and you kind of just boost up in life.
Right, absolutely.
Financially, spiritually, all that.
When you let go of that dead weight, you can actually excel. No, you're absolutely 100% right.
So that's why I say it's actually celebration too. So.
Okay. Well, before we get out of here, I want to make sure that we go over a couple of things. There is one thing that we do every time somebody stops by the show. Okay, we play a little game. It is called This or That. So I'm gonna give you two options. It's very easy. You ain't gotta be. I ain't gonna make you think too hard. Okay. So I'll give you two options, and you tell me which one you like better, this one or that one. So if I say boobs or booty,
you gotta choose.
You gotta choose one. So boobs or booty?
Boobs.
Every time I probably got about 1,000 marks over here for booty and maybe 2 for boobs. Okay. So next one, Benz or Beamer? Benz. Okay. Chevy, box or bubble?
I like the box.
Okay, he that old school. That's what's up. Okay, if you got grits, what we doing? You doing sugar or salt and pepper? Oh shit. I came with a hard one, y'all.
No, I go sugar for right now.
Okay, we doing the sugar on the grits. All right. Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B?
Cardi B.
All day long. Okay, finally. And you better get this right, depending on what the answer is. Are you a husband or are you a hoe?
I'm a husband.
Okay, he is husband material, lady. I'm digging it. I like that. Okay. And so I want you to tell everybody how they can find you on all of your social media handles. Well, before we do that, leave everybody with a little bit of something. Leave everybody with some words of encouragement. And I just want you to tell, people, I guess if they're trying to get their start in the music industry, what advice do you have for them?
I would say stay passionate. Not necessarily passionate, but stay hungry.
Okay.
Not necessarily passionate. Just stay hungry.
Right now.
Stay hungry. Because it's
when you go hungry, or when you stay hungry, you'll never go without eating. How about that? Yes.
Well, stay hungry for what you're doing for your craft.
Absolutely.
Stay hungry with that, and that'll bring out the best of you. Because usually, when you have something to say, that's the most important thing.
Right.
So having something to say, stepping up and being accountable for what you do. So.
All right. I like it. So you hear that from IceWater himself. And tell everybody how they can find your new album and the song Sleeping with the Enemy on your musical platforms.
Okay. You can find me on Facebook, Scipion IceWater Gooden. That's my music page. Then Scipion J Gooden is my regular page. Also Twitter is IceWater X SSP Sip. Yeah, at SSP Sip. That's my Twitter handle. Instagram is IceWater CEO at IceWater CEO. And that's where you can find. Also, I have a website, www.icewaterproductions.com. That's with the Z.com. IceWater Productions. You can find that. Just look that up. And you can find Sleeping with the Enemy on pretty much all platforms. So if you have Spotify, Tidal, Apple.
Okay. Well, you guys have heard it first. Make sure you follow Scipion or Icewater on all of his social media platforms. Make sure you hit up that music, run up them numbers, and you know what? Holla at your boy. So we are going to go ahead and close out this segment. Thank you so much for stopping by. I've had a great time today. I hope you guys have had a great time too. So if you would like to join me here on Spilling the Tea, make sure you send in those videos to cmg1management@gmail.com. And you guys have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for joining us here on Spilling the Tea with Monica Hart. Bye-bye.
And doubting when I manifest my life and all you do is talk down on me, trying to manipulate me, but I'm zipped up soundly. So many people lost in life, but I'm focused and grounded. I'm standing up, but the rest fall around me. Say what you mean what you say. I get anxiety, so know that when you lie to my face, come real with your heart, real what you say, real what you weigh. Every day I give out too much energy to receive a third back. If we not on the same page, then our goals don't really match. Whether male or female, I'm good regardless. Hashtag facts. Tell me if you real about it. If you real about if you really, really real about it. Really, really real about it. Tell me if you real about it. Pretend the closest to you, seem to play you like a friend. With a hidden motivation, in I dodge BS with the spin. My spirit discernment is level 10. I got God within. No need with all the lies when I look in your eyes and tell you what it is. Set your ego to the side, cause the truth is always right and a lie won't live. I won't suppress my realness, might forgive but won't forget. Life messes now, I benefit from everything I've been through and what I meant to live through. So when you come around, see through. I really don't need you. Tell me if you real about it. If you really, really real about it. Really, really real about it. Tell me if you real about it.
Monica Hart. Spilling the Tea.